for inviting me over.
Well, you know, we've done this for a long time, and it's been a whole year. And, you know, I just decided, you know, I don't think the audience realizes that we don't know the camera's there. Well, guess what? We have known that the camera's there. We've been talking to each other instead of talking to the camera because we thought, maybe the audience would like it better if we made it seem more natural. Well,
you look so natural yourself.
I don't think any of this looks natural. We have our picture hanging upside down in case you didn't notice.
Dottie did that when she was in therapy. It's just wonderful, Dot.
It's a fake plant.
It's a fake plant.
Nothing's natural. We know you're there. There are 3 cameras in front of us.
With gorgeous cameramen.
So we decided to try something different.
Where did you get these cameramen from? They're just built like, wow, they're built.
Not to mention the producer.
Oh, hi, John. Hi. Isn't he a
Anyway,
cutie?
So we decided to try something new and to talk to you for a change.
Do you have any questions?
Oh,
What color is Dottie's hair? Well, Dottie, do you want to answer that one?
Well, you'd have to see my pubic hair just to make sure. And guess what? I'm not pulling it up today.
That's right. This is rated PG. 13! Our lucky number. Well, I heard you moved.
I did. I moved to St. Paul.
My
Isn't that
goodness.
cool? In case you haven't seen us around, we apologize for showing so many reruns. But we have been showing lots of reruns lately because for the past month we've been moving.
Boy, have you been moving. Hey!
I'm not the only one. She moved too. Don't blame it all on me.
You know, I've enjoyed St. Paul. It's just really surprising how much is actually there once you get there. You know, I wonder about Texas. How are things in Texas, Dot?
Come to think of it, I just said from one of our roving reporters.
Natural flow of conversation.
Actually, it's my mother.
Your mother? She in Texas?
Yes, she's in Galveston, believe it or not.
Oh, my.
Well, we
hi,
just
Mom. Hi.
Hi.
Hi to all the moms out there. Hi. Hi.
Well, we just have to say a big how do you do to Galveston. Don't we, Galveston?
Galveston's wonderful.
Because they have done a wonderful thing these days. Like, you know, a gay bed and breakfast opened up in Galveston, and you know, a whole bunch of people. Well, let me start at the beginning. Gay bed and breakfast was going to open up, and this one little techie, icky man who calls himself a priest, and it turned out he's been in jail, and he certainly knows about homosexuality because he's been buggered. I'm sure he enjoyed that. Anyway, he decided to come out against this bed and breakfast, and basically nobody would listen to him, and the whole town of Galveston basically said, you know, I think it's just better if we mind our own business. And isn't that great?
Ah, here's to Galveston.
Galveston!
Click! Oh. Good coffee, Dot.
I know. I have a little spice shop down the street from me on Grand. It's wonderful. Anyway, so like this little man started writing all these articles in the Galveston paper, and of course he got in because they don't have a lot going on in Galveston, you know. So anyway, and all these people said, you know, wrote in articles against him, and he actually tried to do, you know, like that Reverend Phelps did over here.
Oh no, more of that going on?
Yeah, he did one in Duluth, and nobody
Get a
showed
life.
up.
Oh, thank God.
And then he did one here, and like, and the thing is, this is why I wanted to talk about it. The thing is, when he had his little, what do they call them? When gathering?
Oh, sure.
Protest in front of the hotel. The paper came out and said, "Don't go, don't go," and because they don't want to give them a lot of attention, right? So they weren't giving a lot of attention. So get this, and nobody went. There were just like 3 people.
Isn't that fabulous?
Marching around with these stupid little signs, and just the people in the hotel throwing, you know, feeding the birds, the seagulls. That's what it was.
Oh,
now, and
it restores my faith in humanity. It really does.
Yeah, no kidding. It's just great. And you know, I told my mother,
Galveston.
I said, you know, that Reverend Phelps came to Minneapolis, and he did his little signs in front of all God's children. And I told my mother, you know, I watched the video that Margot did.
Margot? Yay! Isn't she terrific?
No, but anyway.
No, but anyway.
But I was watching the video, and I told my mother, you know, I said, that makes a lot of sense, because when I was watching that video, it seemed like a lot more people from the neighborhood, from gay people and people in support were outnumbering all those icky people.
You're right. We have to keep that in mind.
You know,
There's more really terrific people out there than there are icky ones. Don't give them that attention.
Don't give them the attention.
That's right.
So anyway,
Give the attention to me.
Yay!
Yay! Got it! Yay! Who's fabulous?
We are! Anyway, so there we are.
Galveston sounds like a fun town.
Isn't it?
Oh, that is just super.
I would like to give a special hello to all of our friends in San Diego.
Oh, we have friends in San Diego. How fabulous. Hi, friends.
I met someone at Dayton's. Yes, I did. He
Oh.
works at Dayton's.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
And he said, what did he say? He said that he is videotaping us and sending us out to San Diego.
Fabulous. Maybe someday we'll be at the zoo. You never can tell.
They have picked one posters of her up there.
In the orangutan cage.
She's a special breed, you know.
Oh.
Anyway, so I just wanted to give a call and to everyone out there and say, hey, make a videotape and send us news because we'll use it. Trust me, you've seen our show. We're bad, honey. You can't be any
Speak for
worse.
yourself. And if you ever want to be on our show, please dial us up. You know we're online now at offmydress@aol.com.
Or mtn.org.
Org. What does the org stand for?
/producer, something like that. If you type in mtn.org, O-R-G, shut up.
ORG, shut up.
You'll get like the website for MTN, and then all you have to do is go, shut up. And then all you have to do is go into, click into their schedule, and then you get like, you can click on to get off my dress, and there we are. And we have a fabulous website there.
Yay!
Yay!
All thanks to John. One
John.
big wall for John. Whoa! Thanks, John. Oh, this has just been fun.
Now, I don't think we can like let it go. This will probably date us really bad, but we have to give a moment of silence what happened in Denver, into that Columbine. You know, that's a flower. In Columbine, for those 14, was it 14?
Those students, that is just
For all
awful.
of the tragic incidents. No,
Yep.
just a moment of silence. Okay, anyway, the thing about that is that I think everyone's trying to blame everyone about that.
Mm.
So I think just a lesson to take with us, we're not going to stick on this because too much attention is paid. Like I said, don't pay too much attention.
Icky people.
But icky people. But everyone's trying to blame someone else. Don't. Look in your own home. Clean your own shelves. Throw out the garbage before you start looking in somebody else's.
That's right.
So what's going on with you these days?
Well, there is so much going on that there's just not enough time to talk about it all.
She's got a man. She's got a man.
I've
Yes,
got
she
a
does.
man. I've got a man.
She doesn't want to tell him. She's been going to the gym. You can't tell, but that's fine.
I must.
She must decrease her bust.
Decrease him.
We've been working on that.
Life is really good. I'm really looking forward to this year. And it's the millennium. Easy for me to say.
Well, you know Margot got robbed.
Yay!
Yes,
Wait a
she
minute.
did.
That's not exciting at all. And dumped. Yay! Wait a minute. That's not exciting
That's
at
not
all.
exciting either. Yes, can you believe the Major Pig dumped her on New Year's? It was just tragic. On New Year's.
15 minutes before
15
the clock.
minutes before the clock. It was just tragic.
Then I went home to a robbed apartment. But I got myself a life now. That's right. I got vegetation in my hair. I've flossed my teeth, and I'm ready to go on.
Tragic. That's all. Now, if anyone tries to sell you CDs without cases, she lost 50 of them in her 50 CD case holder. So that tells us all the big story. Do not get the 50 CD holder. Because when you get robbed, you lose all 50 to 100 CDs. Can you imagine?
Out the window.
Out the window. And let's face it, you can replace them, but those $2 CDs just aren't worth it.
That's right.
Even used, they're like $5, $6.
I couldn't even moan to my Donna Summers CD. That's tragic for any
That's
old drag
tragic.
queen.
Well, for me, it's Diana Ross.
Diana Ross, is she your fave?
And you know they're coming out with that movie, Diana Ross.
Are you serious?
And Brandy? Oh, I just love
Ah!
Oh!
That'll be fun.
It'll be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. I hear there's a great movie called Matrix out too.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh.
I just enjoyed the hell out of it.
I'm going this
Weepy
week.
ass shit, but boy,
Oh.
was it good.
Woo! So there's an awful lot going on. Get out there and enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Get off my dress.
Goodbye. We love you. We love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I hope I'm. Oh my God! I think I was like.
You're
flashing everywhere.
showing your snaps to John.
No, I was always cross.
welcome to another edition of Drag Queen 101. But this is a special edition because I'm the only drag queen here. I've got a very special guest I want all of you to meet. Her name is Michelle from Chrysalis. Thank you for coming, Michelle.
Thanks for having me, Margot.
This is very exciting. Many of you might not know what Chrysalis is. Michelle, could you fill us in?
Sure. Chrysalis is a center for women, and we provide a variety of services for women and their families. We have our primary location in Minneapolis. We have an office in St. Paul. We also have a mental health clinic in Burnsville, and we provide a lot of services at a variety of community locations.
Easy to get to.
Easy to get to.
You're there where the needs are.
That's right.
That's neat. Another interesting tidbit that you shared with me is that you've been doing it for over 2 decades.
Chrysalis is just celebrating its 24th anniversary.
24 years of providing a resource to the community. I think that's neat. Has there been any trends that you can share with us?
Well, one of the trends that we see is that women have more and more needs, and we try to respond to those needs by providing a diversity of services, and also that the needs are not only women but women and their families. For example, one of the new areas that we've moved into within the last couple of years is offering services for people who are divorcing, and we offer services for children and also for divorcing parents, and some of the services are actually court mandated.
Wow.
So that basically the purpose of the services is for the parents to take into consideration what's happening with their children at the time that they're divorcing. So that's one of the really new and important services that we're offering.
That's a whole different mental framework, because seeing what's best for the child and incorporating that into your resource.
It really is, because a lot of times parents are really involved in their own emotional problems and their own issues about separating, and there's often a lot of anger there. And that's not really best for the child. And the child is going through a whole lot and maybe not able to verbalize it as well as a parent can. And so we're trying to get parents to look at what they do and how they interact with their former spouse affects the child.
This is exciting.
So that's a really important service that we're providing now, and that's a new service.
It's rich. Plus, of course, as the child grows up, they will be healthier children. I don't know.
It's really
hopefully
true.
Into better situations. If someone themselves would like to contact your service, or perhaps knows someone in need of your service, what's the number?
Our telephone number is 871-0118, and that's the best way to access all of our services. It's a central number, and you'll be connected with a trained intake person who can talk to you about your situation and hook you up with the right service that we offer.
That's neat. Now, everybody get your pen and paper. You're going to write down this phone number one more time. Can you say it one more time?
Sure. It's 871-0118.
Okay, 871-0118. If you just want to ask questions, or if perhaps you know of someone that could use these services.
And to tell you some of the services that we offer.
Please.
We have such a wide variety. We offer everything from support groups to a total complete mental health clinic, every kind of therapy you can imagine, from the traditional therapy to group therapy to even art therapy for people who aren't so good at expressing themselves verbally.
Wonderful.
We offer a full range of chemical dependency services, some for pregnant women and mothers, others for women who are not pregnant or mothers. Some of our services, chemical dependency services, will provide transportation, a meal, and child care while the woman is in treatment. It's all outpatient treatment. We also offer legal services, primarily centered around family law. We offer, now whenever I do this, I'm always terrified I'm going to leave something out. So if we're in the middle of a conversation and say, wait, I forgot to tell you, we also offer this.
I understand.
We also offer, law, support groups. We have a wide variety of volunteer opportunities. Last year, over 500 people volunteered with Chrysalis.
Can they dial the same number, 871?
That's right. Call it 871-0118.
Just to volunteer, to find out about possible opportunities.
We have every kind of volunteer opportunity there is.
Oh, gosh. And you do have, like you say, a mental health clinic in Burnsville. You also work with different resources, possibly in churches.
We do.
So the volunteers have more locations also that perhaps they could help out in.
That's absolutely right.
That's fun. Now, on a personal note, whatever got you into this, Michelle?
Well, I've worked in the nonprofit sector for about 10 years, and I've always been lucky enough in that time to have positions that where I've been able to really work on issues and things that I'm passionate about. And when this opportunity came up, I was really excited because Chrysalis has such a wonderful reputation in the community. Oh, yeah. And I really believe in the services that we offer. And we offer services to every kind of woman there is. And I was really fortunate to be able to work at a job that I really love. I'm the Marketing and Communications Director at Chrysalis, and so I try to spread the word about Chrysalis and about the services that we offer.
This is exciting. Michelle, what's your last name?
St. Martin.
St. Martin, that's right. Michelle St. Martin. And now, what are your hopes for the future of Chrysalis? Where do you see it going?
Yes, we have so many opportunities on the horizon. Right now, we're cramped into a building on Nicollet Avenue, not on Nicollet Mall. I wish. On Nicollet Avenue. And I like to say that we're sort of like rats. We're climbing all over each other, and one day one of us is going to start eating another because we are just so cramped into that space. And so we're going to be launching a big capital campaign to raise money to build a building. And that's one thing that's really exciting that we're involved with.
Right on the horizon.
That's on the horizon. Another thing that we're doing, we have a campaign that is chaired by Geraldine Steele Battle, who's one of the Singing Steele family, and she's on our board. It's called Chrysalis 1000, trying to get 1,000 women to give $1,000 in 1,000 days to have an endowment for Chrysalis. And we're also going to be starting a new nicotine support group. It's actually going to be part of our chemical dependency treatment.
Excellent.
So there's just a lot of exciting things happening. Some of the support groups that we offer. We have coming out groups, we have lesbian support, bisexual support. We also have a lesbian maybe baby group for lesbian couples who are thinking about having a child and aren't really sure if they want to do it or not, and can have a mental health professional and also some other couples in the same situation. So we offer every spectrum of opportunities for women. We're also hoping to get more into wellness, but we're so packed into the building we have right now that it's hard to offer additional services. Sometimes people even have to have confidential meetings in our lobby, so which isn't the most confidential place. So we are hoping to be able to overcome that obstacle.
And that all that means to me is your service is alive and growing, but it's busting out of its shell.
We really are. We really are. We're
and
sort of
speaking of busting out of its shell, explain the name Chrysalis to me.
Well, the name
and our cable viewers.
Okay. Well, the name Chrysalis is a butterfly that's emerging from its cocoon. And so the symbolism is that we help women become all that they would like to be. And our part of our philosophy is that every woman has her own timing and every woman has her own answers. And it's not up to us to tell women which way they should go. It's more to help them emerge from that cocoon and help them go in the direction that they want to go.
God, how exciting. This was just a terrific interview. Thanks a lot for showing up here. Chrysalis, such a terrific organization that will go on forever.
Now, there's just two more things I want to mention.
What? Oh, okay.
One thing is I did forget to mention one of our services, and it's a really important service, and that's our resource counseling and referral line. Women can call if they want someone to talk to or if they need a resource, if they need a referral to a resource in the community.
That's exciting.
And that's the same telephone number, the 871-0118. And one other thing is that we do have a web page, and
web page, you're high tech.
Come to our web page. We are.
Fabulous.
And we're at www.chrysaliswomen.org. So please come and visit us at our web page.
www.chrysaliswomen, one word.
Yes.
.org?
Yep, .org.
.org. Well, you high-tech people out there, you go ahead and punch into Chrysalis. They've got fabulous, fabulous resource opportunities where if you can't use them, well, maybe you can be a part of them by being a volunteer. Thanks again. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you in the parade.
Yes.
Fabulous. Big old drag queen Chris for our studio audience.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Mwah! Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Doing it. Doing it with Dottie.
Hi, tiger. Teach me, tiger, how to kiss you. Wow. Show me, tiger.
Another edition of Special Hag. Today, we're going to play the fence. Isn't that fun? Anyway, basically what we do is we have all of our poles. We have to set all of our poles straight line. And see? And we use things like this, like a big old hammer. Now, basically you have to make sure they're all straight in a line, and then you put like the chain link stuff on it. Now what we do is we have this little thing, the great big rod. Anyway, we have a great big like pole thing, and it has a flat thing on top, and it's all welded to it like that, so it's covered on top. You put it on top of your pole after you set it straight. There we go. And you let it fall. Isn't that fun? You can just keep doing. Make sure your hat doesn't fly off. Sometimes I put a rubber band on it. Now see this down here? You make sure that that goes into the ground, because that stabilizes it. There we go. Just do that a lot, and you've got it. Now, sometimes it needs a little bit of help. For this, we might want to take our hat off. And put our purse aside. See? And take our hammer. Now, make sure you don't do it with the pointed end. Get closer. Closer. Very good. While you can. Boom. Yes. Now over here. And then we do it on the other side. Whoa. Whoa. That's very good. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Do that a few more times, and it's all the way down, and you have a stable fist bump. Isn't that fun? See you next time for This Old Hat. Bye-bye.
Hi, Tiger.
Welcome to another edition of Doing It with Todd. Today, we're doing it with Ashley. She's the Pride Director, or the Pride Parade Director. That's it. So how you doing, Ashley?
Oh, really great. It's great to be here, Dottie. Thanks for having me come on.
Well, it's so wonderful to have you. We had such a great reaction from last year's interview with you. It was just wonderful. We just had to have you again. And besides that, we all just want to find out about Pride. Now, we know that, like we've read that the theme is Got Pride. Kind of got milk, got pride.
Yes, it is.
So how's the parade looking right now?
The parade already has 7 or 8 new entrants this year. People are already, although it's only the first week of March, becoming excited about Pride, and they're calling and finding out about what is happening with the parade. This is a month earlier than this has ever happened before. I'm not sure why, but it's great. It's great. I can hardly wait until June.
Oh, no, none of us can. Now, how many years has this been since you've been Pride Director? This is your how many? 8th year as Pride Director, and you've done such a great job. What got you involved in this, and why don't you run? Because I'm sure you'd be a great president and stuff like that.
Well, for me, it's the parade is the thing. I have been involved with parades really since I was in the 3rd grade in grade school. I did a parade. It was a kiddie parade, not a really big thing. Kids and wagons and some bikes and dogs and a few signs, and we had a great time. And I've been involved with homecoming parades and neighborhood parades and the Aquatennial Parade for a couple of years as their director. And it's just, with me, the parade is the thing. And if I changed offices within the Pride group in any direction, I wouldn't be able to do the parade. And the whole point for me is the parade. I get off on it really big time.
Oh, that's wonderful. So tell us any ideas for the parade that you have going this year?
Right now, I'm trying to arrange for at least 2 cows to lead the parade. And it's just, I'm generally not an overly creative person, but I see a pair of cows, maybe with a rainbow flag tossed over their back, and on one side of the street, and the other, of course, with perhaps a banner stretched between them, as an example, if Kemp's were to sponsor such animals appearing, the banner could say something to the effect, Kemp's asks, got pride? And I really think that would be fun. I hope it works. I'll find some calls.
All right, well, good luck to you. Now, I understand you want to have the parade start a little early this year. What's all behind that?
It is. It's going to be starting an hour earlier. In the past, the parade has always started at noon. This year, it's going to start at 11 in the morning, simply because the parade now is just over 2.5 hours long, and that really cuts into our festival time on Sunday afternoons, especially if it's a nice day. People want to spend as much time in the park as they can to, of course, watch the entertainment that we have and enjoy everything in the park. There are a lot of people to talk to, groups that have booths and tables and things, lots of stuff, of course, to buy, literature to look over, everything. Politicians are there to shake hands, you know. So what we've got to do is start earlier so the parade could finish a bit earlier. And don't you know, of course, no one is in that park during the parade. I would expect that park will be empty. I insist that it be empty and everyone watch the parade. They're either watching the parade or they're in the parade.
Okay, that's a good segue for the, you know, I've heard in the past that it's a very difficult, people find it unfortunate that it seems so commercialized. But on the same token, I know that there have been problems with paying for Pride. So how does that all work into the scheme of things?
It's an image that is hard to lose, of course, simply because it's a very popular notion that everything is going the way of additional commercialism. However, and it didn't really hit me until this fall, gathering with Pride coordinators from around the country and around the world to learn that not only are we one of the last free festivals in the world, but we're also probably the cheapest. This festival is incredibly expensive to put on. The security costs us a lot of money. Security for the parade, of course. The park board, just all the fees are, well, they're thousands of dollars. Every time you buy a hot dog in the parade, the park board gets a percentage of that. It costs us an awful lot of money to haul the garbage away. And, oh gosh, there's so much that goes on in the park that I'm not privy to because it's just not my area. And thankfully, I'm very happy about that. I don't want to know about garbage removal. And I have to pay the police, as an example. Although they work for me for 4 hours, I've got to pay them for 8. And on a Sunday, it's time and a half. So every police officer, as an example, is just over $100, of course. And I need upwards to 30 policemen. So that's expensive in itself.
So do you find many donations from people in the Twin Cities to help pay for any of this?
We have finally a full-time sponsorship director who is hopefully right now out knocking on doors. It's a real tough deal for him to walk into a business office anywhere and announce the fact that he's a gay man who is the sponsorship director for Pride. Give me some dough. It's very difficult.
All right. Well, so what are some special plans or something in the future that you'd like to look forward to?
Well, not only just looking as far as June, having some cows in the parade would really be great. This year, for the first time, the Heart of the Beast Puppet Mask Theater is also going to be a part of our parade. Perhaps some people have seen their May Day parade with their tall figures, those guys that walk on stilts, and our animated puppets, if you will. They'll be in the parade, and it's already starting to take on a new look. It's a little different, I think a little cooler every year.
And I've got to admit, I agree. It's always such a wonderful parade. You do such a good job. Now, last but not least, if I wanted to have a float, or if I wanted to volunteer my time or give money, who would I call? Who would I talk to for the, to help out the parade?
Not only do we have a site on the internet at tcpride.com, which is, we're just getting all of our individual pages up. There'll be a parade page. You can do things, like register for the parade online, communicate with us online, either the Pride group as a whole or individual directors. We all have links to this site, and you can send us email, either comments, compliments, jokes, if you have a particular bitch, anything. And of course on that website there are phone numbers. We have a Pride line, of course, and different voicemail boxes for individual directors. If you can't type, or if you're not online, you can call us with jokes, comments, compliments, or bitches, whatever. And anyone, of course, who wants to contribute money would contact the sponsorship director, call him up, or if someone wants to volunteer, call up and leave a message for the volunteer director. Someone wants to be in the parade, they know who to call for that, and I'll get right back to them. Every spring, starting now, believe it or not, the phone just all day long, it rings, and it gets to a point where usually I'm there. If I'm not, I'm at the grocery store or appearing on your show.
Well, here we are. And remember, if you've got Pride, just give Ashley a call, or tcpride.com.
Indeed, yes.
I got it right. Can you believe that?
Indeed, yes.
That's my microphone. I hope it didn't mess things up. Well, anyway, thank you so much again, Ashley, for joining us, and all of our audience. I know they all love you, and I know I certainly do.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Big old drag queen kiss. I think you remember how. Thanks, audience members. And remember, there's nothing like doing it with Dawn. Bye.
Well, if she names the date, tell her that I care more than I can bear. When we are apart, how it hurts my heart. So fly, oh fly away.
Without me talking?
Welcome to 3 minutes and 59 seconds in Queens and Oz. Yes, this is another segment, a portion of the most fabulous movie ever made. No, Glenn Close did not star in it, and Liz Taylor tried to get in it, but I fought them both off. That's right. I got the title of Bitch of a Witch or something, and Dottie plays the Good Witch Dottie, and of course we have Nikki. She's looking for condom lube, and Martika needs a new purse. Dottie needs something done with her hair, and of course, did I leave anyone out? Oh, JoJo Mackey plays the goddess, which is, of course, the wizard part. Well, let's go back to Queens and Oz then. Kick back and relax for 3 minutes and 59 seconds of Queens and Oz.
You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, it's wonderful.
Enough away.
You cheap dirty scout! You! Oh, I tell you! You're so cheap! Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Oh! 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 Let me alone! Let me alone! Oh, Carol, make your body stand slow! Here, take me! Wait a minute, anyhow! Oh!
So, you know, Two Toes? That's right. I paid too much for this trailer. Gee willikers. Two Toes? I don't think we're in Fargo anymore. Jiminy Cricket, I miss Fargo. There's no place like home. Enchante, enchante, enchante. Gee, this French is really coming in handy. What is it? What do you see? Why, it's a pink bubble. Now I know we're not in Fargo. Say, are you from France? Oh, my, what a big wand you have.
Oh, thank you. I got it from the Cable Home Shoppers Network. Oh. Don't you just love it? Got that with my pink bubble on its sale. Oh, tell you what, I think there's something wrong with it, though. Maybe new batteries or something. I don't know. Anyway, are you a drag queen or a female impersonator?
Oh, me? I'm not an impersonator at all. My name's Margot from Fargo.
Well, then, is that a drag queen?
Two Toes? Two Toes is my dog. Though I understand you're mistaking a dog for a female impersonator.
Then I'm in the middle. The Munchkins called me and told me that somebody dropped a porta potty on the wicked drag queen of the East. There's the porta potty, and there's the wicked drag queen of the East, and there you are. And all I want to know is, are you a drag queen or a female impersonator?
But I've already told you, I'm not a female impersonator, I'm not. My name's plain old Margot from Fargo, a sweet, shy country girl who misses her home. There's no place like home. And anyway, female impersonators are all fat and ugly. Oh, icky, poo, icky, poo, ah, ah, ah. What is your name? Who the heck are you?
I'm just too fabulous. Oh, I'm so beautiful. That's fabulous with an F. I'm Donnie, a good drag queen of the West.
You are? Pinch my cheeks and shake my shorts and curl my pigtails. I just never met a beautiful drag queen before. Woof, woof.
Only bad drag queens are ugly. Anyway, thank you very much for taking care of that very bad drag queen.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Say, I could find some D-cell batteries for you. Here you go, Miss Dottie.
Oh, well, thank you.
That ought to keep you twinkling.
Oh.
Those slippers. Where the heck are those slippers? Okay, honey, where is she? I know you ain't no real woman. Still gonna rip your tits off for this. My slippers. Here they are, my slippers. At least I have them to remember her by. You bitch! There's my...
To another edition of Drag Queen 101. Wow! Look, everybody. Oh, have you caught this new girl? This new girl is fabulous. I've heard all about her all over the cities. Her name is Crystal Clear. And if you haven't caught her, oh my God, it's Crystal, everybody! Look at her. She's fabulous. She's incredible. Oh, Crystal, I love you. I adore you. I adore you. Oh. Oh. Thanks for coming. Crystal Clear, everyone. Yay! Well, this should be just fun. It's so fabulous to have you on our show, Crystal.
Well, thank you, Margot. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, your look is so put together. It's so incredible. You have to tell me, how did you come up with Crystal Clear? The name, the attitude, the persona that you project is it's so unique. It's so fun.
Well, the name actually came from a friend of mine when I was working out at the gym.
Wow.
And he was coming up with all these names, and then all of a sudden he just came up with, you need to find something that's a little bit more crystal clear than that, and that's how the name came up. So we just went along with that name, and my character's inspired from all the big fabulous girls throughout the ages, you know, like Nana Muscuri.
Oh, sure.
She was the girl that had that big old hit, Like a Bridge Over Troubled Water. Remember that one? Back in like 73 or something, I believe it was.
I love the 70s.
Oh, don't you? But poor girl, then that was her only #1 hit, and it actually never went to #1. It only went to #7 in like the Scandinavian charts or something. She got hooked on booze and crack, and poor thing, you know.
The big downfall.
Big downfall, nothing left her, but she is my biggest inspiration of all, you know.
How fun. Just kicky. Now, they tell me that you're all about health. I mean, look at you here. You exude health. And do you have any pointers for people, like health problems, or health issues, or health concerns?
Well, actually, Margaret, now that you have brought it up, I do have a couple examinations that you girls need to be doing at least once or twice a year. First, there is the breast examination, and just let me assist you here. Now, what you do is, I think you do something like, you lift your hand up.
Okay, everybody all together in your living rooms, lift your hand up.
And then you take the other hand and you cup underneath your breast, feel around there for lumps, any irregularities, for some lymph nodes or something. I think that's what the doctor said to me. And if there's nothing there, then that means you're fine, you're going to be okay, and you can move on. Now, for you special girls that can do both the breast examination and a testicular examination. And in case you need to know what testicular means, look it up in the dictionary, because I don't really know.
We can't say that on TV.
So anyways, what you have to do is...
You can stand up.
Okay. Let's see. You get underneath here, under your dress there, and you look for, well, I was wondering.
Oh my God!
I don't know how that got in there. I know they're up here somewhere. Well, what? I don't know what that.
Oh
Sorry,
my God!
And oh, I know it's somewhere. Well, that's where that CD went. Anyways, the point is, girls, look for lumps in your testicular area. Look for lumps in your breasticular area.
Excellent, fabulous. And see a doctor right away if you notice any changes.
Any changes, exactly.
Or see a doctor anytime.
Anytime.
Crystal Clear's got lots of experience with the medical field. Playing the medical field, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is just fun. Tell me, what's the most difficult part about doing Crystal Clear?
Well, I would have to say the most difficult part about doing Crystal Clear is thinking of my
And that's in Japanese for all you foreign people.
Okay, next question.
The most rewarding part?
The most rewarding part of being Crystal Clear is you, the fans out there, that love and support me in every which way that I go.
That is so true. It's all about meeting people, isn't it?
It is. It's all about meeting people, and sometimes it's always all about me, but you know.
Hey, I saw you outside like dancing. My goodness, you have such varied talents. Is that right?
Yeah, a year ago, I used to be the sidewalk mannequin for a wonderful store in Uptown called Lava Lounge, which now has moved to 31st and Lindale. Stop by where you can get fabulous outfits like these.
Lava Lounge, 31st and Lindale.
31st and Lindale.
And you might see a dancing mannequin.
And well, unfortunately, I'm not dancing there anymore because there's not as much traffic as there was when they were over on Hennepin.
Now, you had nothing to do with that, did you?
No, unfortunately, I did not. There was some bitty old lady up at a high-rise across the street from there, looking down with her binoculars.
Oh, no.
She was Margot. She really was.
That's horrid.
Looking down, saying that I was degrading the Uptown area and making it look filthy.
I think she probably made it look filthy. You know, I think a lot of that comes from people upset that others are having fun.
I think that's what it was.
And they're really bitter on the inside.
Yeah, and they have nothing better to do. But the policeman that came to arrest me and take me off my podium, yes. Can you
There's some dirt.
They called
Are you serious?
two policemen. And, let me tell you. There's so many new things I've learned you can do with handcuffs.
Serious?
Yeah.
How fun.
But I have to say that was one of the most exciting nights of my life.
Well, this is just fun. If there was anyone out there wanting to do something like this, is there any advice you can give them if they want to be an entertainer?
Advice. Well, definitely go for, if you're really into it, you have to really love it. And get yourself a lot of duct tape, a lot of Maybelline, and a little bit of Vaseline wouldn't hurt. Every now and then, that's how we get these lips so quenchy and so shiny.
Aren't they just delish? My goodness. Well, that certainly is fun.
All we could do is laugh now, because we have nothing else to say.
Now, on a personal note, are you dating anybody, or are you available, or?
Well, at this present time, I am pretty much available.
Yay!
But there are a few little kids out there. Oh, I don't want to say kids. They are over the age of 18.
There's that lady again in the tower going to arrest you off the set.
Exactly. I would totally be off this set, but no, there are a couple people out there, but for the most part, I am available and
how fun.
Ready for any oral examinations that need to be done.
So if you see Crystal Clear on the street, wave and say hi. If you want to date her, well, you'll have to talk to her later because there are people in the towers watching this. What? What's your favorite thing to do on a date?
My favorite thing to do on a date is go home.
Go
Turn the
home.
lights off and, you know.
Oh my. Learn about all those things that you learned in the handcuffs.
Exactly.
Do you want to blow a big drag queen kiss to our cable
I would
audience?
love to.
1, 2, 3. Goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. You are so hot. Can you stand up and just sort of show us your outfit one more time? At the end?